Hello world, this is my first video blog, and I do it now because I was really prompted to do it. I saw something on this website called Current.com, and I saw this gentleman on there. I wasn't really looking for anything per se. I was just kind of browsing around because I like the internet. And I saw this gentleman on there who uh, he had a video. He had like three of them called McCain supporter concedes. I looked at, I think, part one or part two of it, and two things that he kind of said really stuck out in my mind that I want to kind of talk about. Not in this blog is not solely in response to that. It was just, as I said, prompted by it. One of the things that he said, well, two things that he said, excuse me. One was that Obama has a lot to prove. Two was that the election process is like really unfair. Okay, so the first thing I want to touch on was that him saying Obama has a lot to prove. I couldn't disagree more because it really sounds like this is like a Obama detractor. He almost makes himself sound like he's just a tad bit racially prejudicial, or he's been so conditioned to think that, just like most Americans, I guess, that we can only have a white man in the White House. The only a white man is fit to lead this country. Okay, which is absolutely crazy. With all the intelligent people we have in this nation, only white men are fit to lead. But I digress. Obama doesn't have any more to prove than the last idiot we had for the past 8 years. Okay, he doesn't have any more to prove than President Kennedy did. He doesn't have any more to prove than President Clinton did. Obama is just another president who happens to be an African American. Okay, so whatever his little hang-ups are about, Obama being president, whether it be because he's a Democrat or whether it be because he's African American, he needs to just simply just go ahead and get over it. And as it pertains to his other comment about the election process being unfair, and specifically what he said was, well, Obama won a resounding 2-1 uh, a margin of electoral votes, but there was only a slight disparity in the number of popular votes that he won over McCain. Like, even though Obama still won both. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you slice it, he won, period. He won a popular vote and he won the electoral votes. Now, I will be the first to say that, yeah, we probably need to do, we probably need to go ahead and overhaul, excuse me, this whole electoral college process. But for him, I'm pretty sure that he wasn't complaining about the electoral process when Bush won for 2 terms. Okay, probably worked out to his favor. So that's just something to keep in mind. All right. Now, this is one thing I want to send out to uh, white people who didn't vote and didn't vote for Obama. Obama is not the president of Black America. Okay, he is the president of the United States of America. Okay, Obama's not going to get in office and try to do anything for black people. Obama's getting in office to be the best president he can be. He's getting in office to help middle class people and underprivileged people, poor people. Okay, because rich people don't need any help. Okay, so one thing I want you guys to kind of understand is this: the Republican Party does a real good job of pitting poor black people against poor white people. Okay, because it all boils down to money. They try to, a lot of these Republican guys, they try to get up here and, you know, give this good old, Uncle Sam, red, white, and blue speeches, and they especially like to do good in the South, and I guess way out like in the Midwest somewhere or whatever like that, and you know, in the former Dust Bowl, back during the Great Depression times. Those areas, Tornado Alley, those areas or whatnot. But I mean, they try to, especially McCain, tries to appeal to the good old boys. And the thing that is really funny to me is that you buy into it. I mean, it's crazy as all get out. I know that a lot of people, they'll probably, vote for McCain or voted for McCain and can mirror themselves in McCain because they're veterans of former wars, which I thank you. Regardless of what your political preference is, regardless of who you voted for, or what your feelings are toward black people or Obama, I thank you for fighting in those wars. I really, really do, from the bottom of my heart. I do, because I'm a patriotic person myself. So thank you. However, uh, when I understand you probably mirror yourselves in McCain because, like I said before, he's a veteran of a former war and also a POW and so forth and so on. But that does not make him fit to lead. Okay? And I'm not gonna go into this long spiel about it. I'll just cut to the chase and just sit and tell you that if you make less than $100,000 a year, there's no way in heck you should have been voting for McCain. Okay? Because McCain, despite all his speeches, despite all he tried to say to try to get you on his side, he's really not concerned about you. Okay? In the grand scheme of things, he's really not. So I'm so glad that Obama won. You know, for the little guy. For the middle class people. White, black, Asian, Indian, doesn't matter. It's all about money anyway. Okay. So again, uh, Barack Obama is not the president of Black America. He's the president of the United States of America. So all you white people who did not vote for him, uh, I know some of it was probably out of a embedded fear and embedded racial prejudice that you have in you right now. That's probably had been taught to you from your parents, because that's how negativity really, and racial prejudice really spreads. Because you can put kids of all different races in the same room or whatnot, and let them grow up in that room, and they won't have anything against each other. Okay, it's only when someone older who has these tiny minds and small narrow mindsets that teaches them like this is the difference between them and you should do this and they shouldn't do that. That's when it starts to become a problem. That's when they start learning these things. So stop teaching your kids that, and that won't be a problem. You don't have to be scared of Obama. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm touching on that because this is what kind of brought that whole thing to mind. I was watching something on one of the, like on Yahoo, I believe, and there were some people being interviewed at a McCain Palin rally, and they interviewed this older gentleman, and the guy said, anytime a nigger's running for president, he's always a second stringer, never first stringer. And they interviewed this woman, and she said, I fear if Obama wins, the black will take over. Okay. Then they interviewed this younger guy holding a baby, and he said that I think that Palin is just filled with the Holy Spirit, and she's going to bring honor and dignity to the White House. And then they interviewed some people in passing saying that, wow, isn't Obama a terrorist, and he's friends with a terrorist and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like what Chris Rock said. Nothing that white people ever could say or do nowadays surprises me. It doesn't. And I just think it's real funny that people, it's a shame, it's funny, not in a comical kind of way, but it's just funny how people still feel the same way that they felt during white America's civil rights times. It just baffles me. It's crazy. Not surprising, but it's just baffling. I'm going to pick this up because YouTube only does about 10 minutes of video, so I'm at like 9:49 right now. I'm going to end this one right now, and I'll pick up on part 2 of You Don't Have to Be Afraid of Obama.